Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Atomfall. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 5. Mother Jago has tasked us with bringing an offering to the Speaking Cave, which is down here in this area. Now, even if you don't want to do this quest because you don't want to advance Mother Jago's quest line because you don't want her ending, it's still worth doing because in the Speaking Cave is where you're going to find the mace, which is the best two-handed weapon in the game. So, we're going to head in that direction. But first, we're full up, aren't we? Oh, and we've got a battery. Okay. Well, before we go do that for her, we might do something else instead. We have a battery, and we may want to just open up the Casterfell wood side of things, or at the very least, find a pneumatic. And actually, the closest pneumatic is behind us. So we're going to go store some things. We're full up on these. No, we still have room for herbs. Good. Because what we want to do is grab a certain key as well, which is in a little area that is very deadly to us if we don't make this potion, this tonic that Mother Jago gave us the recipe for. So we're going to run up here to this bunker that Joyce is in. We're going to drop some stuff off. Look at that place. Spooky. The remote bunker. Alright, let's see what we want to get rid of here. We're going to get rid of that and that combat stem. Get rid of one of those. Get rid of the battery because we can pick it up. When we go to the interchange, there are pneumatics everywhere in there. So it's real easy to just store stuff and get it later for that. We might want this first aid kit, though. This place we're going is a little bit dangerous. Nail bombs. Am I going to need those? Probably not, but you know what? Let's take one for the heck of it. Okay. Inventory full. Scrap. Alright. On our way. Because what we want to do here is go make the offering, pick up the mace to replace the axe that we have, and then we want to go open up the Casterfell Woods interchange side. And there is another battery that we can go pick up actually over here. So we might as well just do it while we're on the way. This campfire over here oftentimes has a lot of druids around it or marching to it. I also think that there's a trap up here somewhere. Right up in here. I think they have a tripwire trap up here somewhere. Right there. And it's got a grenade. Nice. So we can grab ourselves another Molotov. And there are 4 bozos over there. Okay. Let's do this grenade.
The Trinity is one. One head has 3 faces.
This is going to go badly if we don't use a different grenade. There we go. The bleed grenade just doesn't get the job done. And these druids are such elite snipers that I end up dying every time. I really think that has to be something that they gotta fix in this game, because I'm telling you, man. Oh, it's just so unrealistic. It's not good. I tried that attempt twice, and the second time I ended up using all of my ammunition in my rifle. Those guys, they've got those little wicker masks on that are just made out of, straw. And you can shoot them in the body and the face as much as you want, and they just are like bullet sponges. It's really annoying. Okay, so there's a battery in there, and we got to get that turned off. And these plants start showing up. And the plants showing up is a new thing for me. I've never had that happen at this dam. You have to come back to this dam site one other time. So that apparently doesn't get it done. You can see it's still sparking over there. And now it looks dead. Okay. So now we're going to go give this a go. And that plant right there, which I don't want to deal with. So there's a gun oil here, which is great. There's a backpack that's going to have another gun oil, which is great. And then a battery. So those are all good things for us. And then there's a plant there, and I don't want to deal with that plant either. So what we're going to do is try to get out of here without getting planted. This is the quickest way back down to the highway, but you do have to worry about druids coming up this path. So you'll have to come back to this general area once for, if you're going to do Joyce's quest line for her ending, you got to come back here to this area, and there are, as you can see down there, ferals. There's 2 ferals in there. And then further up in that bunker, there was a ruined area below us that we walked by. You got to come back for that area too. There are a couple different NPCs for their endings that'll send you back in that direction. But in this particular walkthrough, in this playthrough, this Let's Play series, I'm just going to try to do as much as I can. Because it's just fun to see all the different areas of the game anyways. This is a fun game. I was playing another game which will go unmentioned last night. Which is similar to this, kind of. And I just noticed how many more enemies it wanted to throw at you, and it felt a little excessive. Alright. So what we're going to do is, if we wanted to go down, straight down to the speaking cave, which is right here, you'd take this exit and just walk straight down here and hang a left in through there. Well, why not? Let's go do that. I was thinking about doing something else first, but let's do this. I've got my notes. Got a certain order that I did things last time, but I don't see any reason we can't do this way. There's a key we can pick up in an infected area. But we can get that later. Enemies outside here will still be hostile to us. So you do have to take care. The stone secca. But all we need to do is get in here. Now, the mistake I made the last time I played this game was getting the mace early. You don't want to get the mace early. Because I killed one person, somebody saw the body and got mad, and then I had to kill them, and then somebody saw that, and then it wasn't too long before the whole cave was on me, and I killed everybody, and that will make Mother Jago hostile when you come out of the cave. And it'll also prevent you from finishing this little ritual thing you're doing. The one thing I don't have notes on in here is, are there things worth looting in this cave? Look at this little area. Okay, here we go. So, you need the blue finger skill to loot those. And we have 5 points. And where's blue fingers? Right there. How much is this worth? It's worth 5. Okay, I'm going to grab that. Because these are what are going to allow you to make the potion that you're going to need for a few times in the game, and especially toward the end of the game. There's a couple things you want to have planned for the end of the game. You want to have these particular these strange potion tonics, they call it. And you want to have first aid kits. You kind of want to hoard those as much as you can. And obviously you want to be maxed out on ammunition toward the end. Although, as with this whole game, the smart thing to do even at the very end is to kind of just run past stuff. Okay, so there's a couple of things to loot here. Cloth, and there's arrows. That inventory's full. Is this a box we can open over here? No, but there's potatoes. So there's a few things you could loot here.
Troubling.
Yeah, I know I'm troubling, but she asked me to come in here and do this. So this is what you gotta do here. And there's more spores, and the inventory's full. So what we can do is... Oh, we can't do anything, actually, because we grabbed that battery. We're going to do this part. Let's get rid of our offering. She should know our gratitude. We owe a great deal to the herbalist Mother Jago. Her tonics allow us to walk close to the soil and hear its voice without our bodies being broken by its brilliance. We must bring offerings to her in recompense. Any food we can spare, or fresh tools for her garden... Bring them to her home in the old mine nearby. She should know our gratitude. So that explains how Mother Jago's been able to live in the woods in what seemed like perfect harmony there, and you're wondering, how did she not get... Then there's a person up there you can see. Do this. Leave the offering. Hello?
You have come to us at last. It was inevitable. Your place is with us.
Yeah, you're dead. Everything here is dead. How can you talk?
We are not dead. There is no death. Death is an old age, and its time is gone. Rich man and poor man, buried in the
Do
ground,
not be
eating
afraid.
the earth with their flesh and bones. Nature is all, and we are all nature. We join the voice that lies in the soil as it eats our flesh and bones. This is the ecstasy and the everlife. The voice shall not ever dim, as long as the sun rises and the rain falls, and we speak through the voice. We are in bliss. All else is lies and ignorance. Mother Jago is close to us and grows closer. Follow her words. Heed her wisdom.
Okay. I will.
Go there, and you will be lost no longer. Find the purpose.
That's the answer you should provide if you want to keep progressing her quest. Yes, I know I'm being watched. I don't think there's anything in here. There's shotgun ammo and we're full on that. You're gonna come... Oh, there is. Never mind. There's a bard crate. Okay, training stimulant. You're gonna come back here if you progress the captain's quest line. He's gonna ask you to come back here, and you'll have a new item right here. So we don't have to worry about that right now. We just need to get out of here. And on the way out, you can see these guys with the antlers. They have the maces. Now, according to a particular wiki website, there is supposed to be a corpse with a mace on it somewhere in here already. but I've never been able to find it. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend a couple minutes looking for this, and then if I don't find it, we're going to whack somebody. Okay, so I misunderstood this map note. Map Genie has a great map for this game. They have great maps for every game that are annotated with all the different drops and items and all that kind of stuff. And this guy with the antlers here has the mace on it. Now, I have been in this cave before where there's been more than one guy with a mace and the antlers. In fact, one time I was in this cave, there were like 3 of these guys. Right now, this is the only guy in this cave who has this. So, we're going to have to attack him. And then we're going to have to kill everybody else. Well, we might be able to run.
No, and dead.
Okay, buddy.
Heretics will die! Oh, you little...
Come here.
You'll die for what you've done!
I know, but...
Come here!
Alright. Now, are there any left here? Drop this. Grab that mace. Best item in the game. Best melee item in the game, anyway. Alright, let's see if we can get out of here. We're just going to take this less lighted tunnel up here. And we're really just going to try to hustle our way out of here. That little, you can see there's a little cave up here. A little entrance. There's a trap here. I disarmed it. There is a first aid kit through that. And I grabbed it. That was the only other thing I found while exploring.
Go or die.
Yeah, I'm going. I killed 4 people, and I don't know if that's enough to trigger Jago being upset.
Heretics will die.
That's what you say. She's going to meet us right outside the door here. So we'll see what happens. Because she explicitly told us not to kill any of them. But I know I've killed one person before here, and it's been okay.
You are closer to understanding now, my dear. Well, how do you feel?
Well, I'm beginning to feel there's a bigger power at work here.
That's good. You can't see if you don't open your eyes. You have promise. Now, are you willing to let yourself understand, my dear? What has happened, what is happening here is no disaster. It's the salvation of us all. A happy accident wrought by the meddling of those foolish scientists. That much must be clear, surely.
And what form will this salvation take exactly?
There's power in the ground we tread, in the breathing earth herself. And it wants to bring all humanity together with the soil. Imagine such a thing. Listen, separateness, you and I, life and death. It is all an illusion. Hard to let go of, my dear, but an illusion all the same. Why not give it up and live in eternal bliss? Look around yourself, dear. Folks steal, they oppress, they kill. It is for the betterment of themselves that they made their heathen technology and severed our bonds with the land. That is why we must give it all up as sacrifice. Their machines, their minds, all that they ever were, all to repair those bonds. The earth gave us life and the strength which lives in us. It is our joyful duty to return it all to the soil. The land needs must breathe, and so we breathe our Mayflower lives back into it. That is our purpose. Join us. The earth welcomes those who go willingly. It is the only true path out there. Are you ready to see where it leads?
Sure.
Very good. Then there's one more little thing for you to do. There's a divine thing under that atom plant. Something the scientists found buried in the soil. They called it Oberon. Ah, the military and their fondness for code names. But it is so much more. And it needs to be fed. We can help it grow and heal the damage that science has done. The Boffins had a hiding place for their work. Perhaps you are familiar with it already. They called it the Interchange. It's been dozing there for 5 years. The voice speaks of it often. Reawaken the Interchange, and you will open the way to Oberon.
Okay. Who or what is Oberon?
My dear, how I'd love to know what form it takes. But the soil sings of it, and we'd be fools not to listen. Listen. Windscale awaits you, but first there is something we need. A scientist came to me soon after the disaster, trapped here and still alive, but he was done for. Fading slowly, poor mite. He told me of a secret, that in their laboratories they'd found some stuff. A serum, he called it, that could make the new growth spread like fire. That serum is what we're after. And now you are here to find it for us.
What is this serum?
Well, that's the joke, isn't it? Scientists made it themselves. You had any of the learning juice they have in the Warrens? That's the very stuff. Only this scientist, he said there was a more powerful mixture of it. Maybe that's what's needed to awaken Oberon. Think of it. Awakening a god who will unite us all. No more wars. No more atom bombs. Not even a crossword.
All right, where do I find this serum?
Wonderful. Truly wonderful. I knew you had pluck. The scientist worked in the medical laboratory, something like an underground hospital, the way he described it. He told me that there were tunnels beneath it, where they loaded goods onto their trains. That's where the serum was stashed. Find the serum, and the way forward will become clear for you.
Alrighty, Mother Jago. So I'm progressing her quest line because I'm going to make a save point and I want to do her quest because it's one of the 6 endings. But for this particular Let's Play series, we're going to be doing somebody else's ending that I also have not done, that I'm a little more interested in doing. But this is the thing with this game. You can progress all of these quest lines pretty significantly and then make a save point and then do them all from there. You don't have to start the game from scratch every single time. So what we want to do now is go open up the interchange, which is over here. And the easiest way to do that is going to be to take this left up here. And the reason why she wasn't hostile, I remember now, is because... Uh-oh, we got guys coming. Is because as long as you lay down the offering before you kill anybody, she'll be okay. All right. I don't want to fight these archers, but I'm going to have to. So let's... Yeah, I got this. Let's go.
All are one, and one are all. Time to bleed.
Come on, buddy.
Come on, you.
You want to come at me? The mace. And you'll understand how powerful the mace is at the end of the game when you're fighting some different critters we're going to see later. Gun oil. I love it when you find random gun oil on these druids. It's great. It does make it worth attacking then. Alright, we wanted to go over here. There was a 4th druid. I don't know where he went. I missed him. That's okay. I'm more interested in getting the interchange open. There's 3 zones in the game, outside zones. Slattendale, where we started. Here's the Casterfell Woods, and then there's Skethermore, which we haven't been to yet. But there's 4 data stores inside the interchange that need batteries. So you really need 4 batteries, and you need a 5th battery, but there's an easy way to get that 5th battery. It's like laying right where you need it. So really, you just need to procure 4 batteries and you're golden. And we already have 2. And the game gives you a ton of different ways to get batteries. Like, if you want to kill the vicar, he's got a battery. If you want to kill vendors, they've got batteries. But it's also so easy just to take them off robots. So, and robots are fun to fight. And we'll be doing that when we go to Skethermore. So down here, around the corner, bunch of crows. You dirty bastards, get out of here. The game gives you a false sense of security that crows are harmless. And then later on, a whole pack of them starts swarming at you and you're like, what the hell? So let's go in here. And there's an interesting little way that they handle these. When you get into the interchange, it's pretty painless, but getting out, once you get these doors open, it attracts curiosity of others. So getting out ends up taking a little bit of work. So you kind of need to be prepared for that. All right. We have...
Go through the woods again. Not with those buggers with the masks in there.
There's a guy with a gun. 2 guys with guns. You're done. They take 2 shots with the pistol until you can get this pistol upgraded. But boy, it's nice once it's upgraded. You can just body shot them and they die. I don't care about the shotgun. Oh, and we get a Molotov back. How nice is that? Where's the other guy? The 3rd guy's right here. Spiked club. Okay. What's in these locations? Little generator. Little training stimulant ×2. Very nice. And that is going to be like SMG ammo. Pistol ammo. It's so fun grabbing SMG ammo through the game, trying to stockpile it, because you can't really stockpile a lot of ammo in this game at all. And then when you finally get an SMG, you get a chance to use it and the ammo's gone in a blink. Not happening. Alright, let's look at the pneumatic. What do we want to get rid of here? Let's put that in there. Both of those. That. We got 2 of those. We should be good with that. Alright. What else is over here? Anything? Pistol ammo? We'll take that. Scrap. Rifle ammo. We could use a lot more rifle ammo. Shotgun ammo. Okay, let's do it.
Access denied. Unauthorized personnel may not, under any circumstances, enter the... Access granted. The interchange.
Magic keycard. So, Casterfell Wood interchange. Power supply report. Hydroelectric turbines at the dam are still providing suitable power levels. And then there's this. So here comes the ratties. You bastards. You little rats. Where's your nest? I don't see it. Okay. Yeah, get out of here. Most of the time they have nests, but not always, and then it creates a situation like this. Scientist has something. To be free of the voices. Be gone, Egon. SMG ammo, nice. Anything else? Nothing over here. Okay. Pencil, not useful to us. Alright. There's a turret right there. That thing is going to turn on. This door right here goes straight to Windham. So you got to open it from the Windham side as usual. If you want to loot anything out here, which there's not much here, I recommend doing it now. I don't think there's anything here to loot. Because what happens is once we put this battery in, this place is going to become occupied. We're going to end up with ferals in here. You're going to end up with outlaws wandering in here. And I totally recommend not opening those doors at all. You just want to run through here every single time and come to this. There's a nice little spot here that you can hide from this cannon. Now you can turn this turret off with a particular piece of hardware later, but I don't recommend doing it. I recommend leaving it on for the duration of the game in the same way with another area that has turrets in it on the way to an interchange, because it will shoot down outlaws that try to come down these hallways. So don't get tempted to turn those off. Leave them on. You can get around them really easy. Data store has no power. We're going to go fix that. Right up here. Get ready for his shock. Oh, it didn't do it yet. That's right. It has to be powered up. The interchange. We have scientist here dead on the floor. Cut off from the other data stores. The damn fool is messing around in the central processor. No word from the outside for 2 days, and they all start acting like madmen. I don't trust him, and I don't like him. We'll be cut off from the other data stores if he has his way. Maybe you'll have better luck talking him around. The only other route to those data stores is from the outside, through the quarantine doors. Who knows how many weeks they'll keep those sealed for? They'll evacuate us soon. We can't afford to let this place go to the dogs in the meantime. Well, we kind of did. So, got a pneumatic right here. Most important thing, there's a battery right here. There's a phone.
Do you require the operator?
Who the hell is this?
Perception is key.
What should I be looking for?
Listen to me. Listen. Everything depends upon the interchange. It must live again. And then Oberon must die. Oberon must.
So you can see there are 4 data stores, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta. They need batteries for each one, and they need the doors open. So we're going to first bootstrap the main system.
Interchange bootstrap system online. Activating infrastructure. Assessing. Data stores offline. Central processor offline. Facilities offline. Project sectors offline. Please re-establish atomic power from data stores to central processor at your earliest convenience.
That we will do. Let's see, we have a grenade. We got a couple of nail bombs. Okay. I'm gonna grab these nail bombs. What else do we have? Explosive lure and a makeshift grenade. I might take that with me. There's another atomic battery. We don't need it right now. There is a bandage. I'll take that. We're gonna have to do some fighting here. Some kung fu fighting. Everybody was fast as lightning. Alright, so the interchange. What we want to do is go power this up. The data stores. And there you can hear them whistling. They've showed up. Alright, so this is where we're going to need our little trusty potion. We need this guy. Alright. Make a little quick save. Let's go put the battery in. These plants blow up and it sucks. So every data store has...
medical facility.
Yeah, which is nice. We need to get to medical. Every data store has a little storage area, and you can see that one down there, the door to it.
Status report. Systems requiring maintenance. 27. Active on-site personnel. 0.
And usually there's a key card somewhere in the room that you need to pick up or something so you can get through that door. There's a key card for this one on a dead body that's down there behind this structure. And there's also those exploding plants down there, which you can see. There's at least 2 of them down there. But the big issue is, as soon as you open that door, a whole bunch of little critters are going to come through. And what you really need is the lure grenade, which we have one in the pneumatic. I'm not going to mess with this right now, because it's also got the blue mist, and you're going to take damage from that. So it's just a big hazard. I believe there are a couple of training stimulants down there. There usually are training stimulants and some ammo and things in each one of those. But this one is the most hazardous one to get to. And we'll just save getting to it for later. So now you can hear the gun is active. That's what we like.
Careful. We'll get...
So we would like to try and get out of here.
Target lost. Recalibrating. Target lost. Recalibrating.
So it'll pan way left and then right. The glass there will stop it from shooting you.
Fire it! Look out! Reloading!
Target spotted. Target lost. Recalibrating.
Gonna check it out. Lost tongue. Let's see how you like this.
Target spotted.
Oh! Yeah, that's right.
Get him. Kill him. Don't make me do all the work.
Where's the ammo?
Don't make me do all the work. Turret's supposed to be starting to help me out here. Come on. Alright. What do you got? Anything good on you? Nothing. Spike Club. He's got shotgun ammo and a Molotov. Nice. Okay. And now you can hear a feral over there. Somewhere around that corner to the left. He's got a shotgun and another Molotov and potatoes. We like potatoes. And another Molotov. And was that a gun oil? Did I move away too fast? I did. That's awesome. Okay. Now let's go down here. And nobody new here? Okay. So that's the way the interchange works for each time you open it. At each one of the doors, you're going to let in some of the outside world. It's going to make it harder to get out. And so if you want to get into it from this side, from Casterfell Wood sides, it's actually better to just go through Wyndham because that door is closer to the interior. But anyway, we're done with that. So that side's done. We should go open Slat and Dale now because we have batteries for that side. And there's 2 data stores over there and we have 2 batteries. So next episode, that's what we'll be doing there. We'll be done with Casterfell Wood for a while. Folks, thanks for hanging out with me. This game is so much fun. I really enjoy it. It's just kind of like my speed. The world isn't overpopulated. They don't throw a bazillion enemies at you. The combat is a little simplistic, and I wish there were things like, it was easier to do things like block enemy attacks in melee. I wish there was a wide horizontal swing that would knock enemies back so I didn't have to like kick and then attack. And I wish there was a little bit more ammo. This game could use 50% more ammo and it would be a little more fun. But overall, this is just a surprise sleeper hit for me this year. I had no idea this game was coming out. I had no idea it'd be this fun. This is my 4th time playing through it. I am going to play through and get every single ending possible just because it's just a joy to play. I just have an absolute blast playing it. So thanks for hanging out with me. As usual, like the video, subscribe, leave questions and comments down below. I'll see you next time. And until then, happy gaming, everyone.